Hey there guys, I'm just in the morning and I'm gonna fix something with this arcade machine. Noticed is that a lot of people nowadays know about dip switches because they mess with MAME, and in MAME you have to mess with the dip switches to get the game to do what you want. However, of course, in MAME it's more of a dip switch emulator. There's not the actual switches, and most people don't know what they look like, where they're located, or how it is that you actually have to work the dip switches on an arcade machine like this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the machine real quick. It's not going to have any sound. Alright, see, like right there, it's supposed to go boom. But all of this is supposed to have sound. It's nothing wrong with the machine itself. It just means that whoever had this machine last had the attract mode sound off. So I wanted the attract mode sound on because when I'm not around, the machine's going to be off anyways. So I like all the sounds that the machine makes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in the back. As you can see, there's two little red bars. Each of these are filled with a bunch of switches. They're very, very tiny. Now, what you need to do to find out what it is you want to switch is you have to go to your operations manual. And basically, in every arcade operations manual for a machine, they have this. It's a little switcher chart. This is the first set of switches, the second set of switches. And even though at first glance it looks really complicated, it's really quite simple. What I want to do is I want to turn the track mode sound on. So I go right here, I see a track mode, I go over, and the track mode is set to switch number 5 on the second switching table. If it's off, and then it's on. So the factory setting is off and I want to turn it on. So I just need to switch number 5 on table 2 on. So I go back here. This is table 2. That is switch number 5. I just push it up. Boop. And then I turn the machine off and on again. So I turn the machine off. I turn it back on. And now, once it gets past this diagnostic screen, or whatever it is you want to call it, you will see that there will be sound during the game. I mean, there will be a traction mode sound on. There you go. And that is how you do a basic, that's just a basic tutorial of how dip switches work. So most of the time dip switches are not labeled, but they are, but you will need to have some sort of chart to know what it is you're looking at, which is okay. Best place to get these charts, if you get an arcade machine and it doesn't have the control manual, go to www.klov, that's KLOV.com, and look up your arcade machine. The chances are more than likely that they will actually have what you're looking for. They will have a downloadable copy of that manual. So yeah, so that's basically how that works. I'll probably throw down another video somewhere along the line if I need to switch anything out on here so that you guys can see how it's done. Alright, so yeah, that's how you do dip switches. Hey there guys, so I have another slight issue with the machine. None of these issues are bad, they're actually all super duper easy fixes, but basically I was having trouble with my player 2 low kick button. As I was playing, it was kind of sticking. Same thing with the high kick button. I guess out of all of the controls that I did, I probably cleaned these blue ones the worst, because since they're dark blue, it's harder to see the grime and dirt on them. So I'm just going to take them out and clean them one more time. So just let you guys just take a look at the process, I guess. So it's pretty simple here. I just come in here, I pull out this switch, which is really easy to pull these switches out. You just have to kind of maneuver them out, that's all. There we go. Okay, so that is player 2 high kick. This is player 2 low kick. And then whenever you guys get your own machine, I would suggest that these little tightening things, that you actually tighten them by hand, so that if you do have to take them off, you can take them off by hand, as long as you're strong enough to make it super duper tight. So then we just take that out. I'll also take the second one out here too. Okay, and then I'm gonna actually clean the switch itself. Never actually put any sort of liquid directly on the switch. Put like on a cloth first. Like you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but I can see that. It's grimy as all get out. So I'm just gonna clean that off. I probably should go through every one of these and clean it like this, and I will. But I'm gonna spare you guys that, so I'll just do these two. And so you just wipe it off. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And already they feel like they're clicking a lot better. And then what you gotta do is just clean these up. And that's a simple process. You just spray your cleaner on there, make sure it's a safe cleaner, it's not gonna damage anything. Get in there, try to get in the little corners and things. I know this video is so interesting. Yeah, but I mean, if you guys have arcade machines, or if any of you guys are planning to get arcade machines, I know all the time you guys send me messages saying, I'm planning to get an arcade machine, but I don't know what I'm doing with it. And I generally refer you to the guy who used to do your main man, but now I think he's called your MK Source on YouTube. But he just cleaned it off, so it clicks real nice. Just make sure everything is clean. And then you just gotta put it back in. And pay attention when you take them out, which way they're facing, because generally the way they're facing is going to make it easier to put all the pieces back in without the risk of damaging any wires. You guys bored yet? You asleep? So player 2 high kick. Player 2 high kick goes in like this at first, followed by that. There we go, and now, so that is all good. So put that in. We got player 2 low kick. Put that in there. That's in. Player 1, and player 2 high kick. It goes in just like that. There we go. And now, the issue that we were having before, what's sticking is no more. And it's that simple.